It's been easy for me over 35 years of working in the equipment industry to see a lot of equipment companies come and go, and very large global companies just get larger and larger. And it appeared to me that a couple of things were getting out of sync in America. One was the larger companies were focused on status quo, enhancements to the product, not innovation so much. And smaller companies that were focused on innovation just simply found it too difficult to compete. Much of America is wore out. It's 100 years old, 200 years old, many of those things in the ground, it's worn out. And we're behind. And so many of our communities are looking to rebuild themselves, not only as a community, but their infrastructure. So coming up with a new piece of equipment that was focused on infrastructure maintenance was important to us. And with the electrification movement and new technologies available to us to come up with new configurations, it wasn't hard for us to imagine what that piece of equipment would look like for public infrastructure. What electrification and technology lets us do, though, is it also makes it a great piece of equipment for emergency response. And so it's public safety, emergency response, homeland security. All of those are themes that it's a product that helps protect the public, but also rebuild communities. So most of the equipment that I'm familiar with after 35 years has been equipment that's always gone into the public works side of things. Cities, counties, national parks, border patrol, on and on and on. And working with those people, I've been able to witness a real passionate desire, a sincere one, of trying to maintain the community. But that same technology, which allows us to be so good at that, makes it perfect for emergency response. So that on the other side, the unplanned events, the things that are surprises and disasters, public officials can quickly configure the machine appropriately for the flood, the blizzard, the snow, the fire, the hurricane, and get the machine configured correctly and to the public for public safety quickly. Introduced is our latest Generation 4 version that we've been working on now for 7 years, and have brought that together. Can be completely zero emission, full electric. And the configurability is still that, in that you can configure how much electricity do you really want on the vehicle. And now you get to choose, do we want a hybrid vehicle with a diesel 60 kW generator on board? Do we want CNG? Do we want more batteries? Do we want a cab? That's all configurable. You don't have to make a decision and say, I'm going to have to order it that way, turnkey, and live with it for the next 12 years. The idea is this can flex as seasons change and as needs change. You can change that configuration. And certainly the ends of the vehicle can accept any attachment. And being able to plug and play different cabs, different operator stations, remote controls, different seats, steering wheels, user interfaces, anything that allows a fleet manager to configure the vehicle the way he wants. This is a first of its kind all-electric off-road 15,000-pound vehicle full of electronics, full of hydraulics, ready to work. There's no compromise. You have full performance, increased productivity, lower cost of operation, and zero emissions. So it's clean and quiet. It helps our governmental fleets make that transition to improve our own communities around the country and around the world.